Ever sent a text to a woman and then spent the next few hours, maybe even days, watching your phone like it's going to light up? You check the screen every 5 minutes. You reread the message you sent. You start wondering if you said something wrong. And then, ding, you finally get a reply. It says K. Or worse, nothing at all. Sound familiar? You're not alone. In fact, it's something almost every guy has dealt with at some point. And if it hasn't happened to you, you've either got some rare game or a secret the rest of us need to know. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Texting shouldn't feel like a mental chess game. It shouldn't feel like you're trying to decode every emoji, every punctuation mark, every 3-hour delay. But for a lot of guys, that's exactly what it feels like. Because they're doing what they think works. They're being nice, respectful, polite, interested, but instead of getting the response they want, they get ignored, left on read, ghosted, or stuck in some dry conversation that's going nowhere. And here's the worst part. The more effort they put in, the less she seems to care. Why does this happen? Because most men text in a way that completely kills attraction. Without even knowing it, they send texts that are predictable, overly available, or just plain forgettable. Messages like, "Hey, what's up? How was your day? Hope you had a nice weekend?" Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with those messages on the surface, but they don't stand out. They don't create an emotion. And if you're not creating some kind of emotional response, then you're just background noise in her inbox. But that doesn't have to be your story, because once you understand what actually works, once you know how to text in a way that makes her curious, keeps her hooked, and makes her feel something, you completely flip the script. You go from being the guy chasing her attention to being the guy she's thinking about when her phone buzzes. So let's break it down. Here are 3 powerful texting principles that flip the dynamic and make women actually look forward to hearing from you. Number 1, spark her curiosity. Imagine this. You send a message, and instead of ignoring it, she instantly replies. Not out of politeness, but because she needs to know more. That's not luck. That's psychology. Specifically, curiosity. See, our brains are wired to crave closure. When something grabs our interest, when there's a question left unanswered, we can't let it go. We need to find out what happens next. That's why people binge entire shows in one night. It's why cliffhangers work, and it's why the right kind of message gets her full attention. Most guys send texts that kill curiosity. They give everything away up front. But if you say something like, "I just realized something about you, and now I can't unsee it. You won't believe what happened to me today. You showed up in my dream last night. It was unexpected." Suddenly, she has questions. And when she's asking questions, she's engaged. The key is to not dump the whole story all at once. Let it unravel slowly. Give her just enough to keep her intrigued. If she replies, "What happened?" don't answer right away. Say something like, "Okay, but first, have you ever had something remind you of someone in the weirdest way possible?" Now you're creating a conversation, not just sending a monologue. You're making her lean in, and that's the game changer. Number 2, create anticipation. If curiosity pulls her in, anticipation makes her stay invested. It keeps her thinking about you, even when the conversation is over. When someone's looking forward to something, their brain releases dopamine, the chemical responsible for excitement and desire. And here's where most guys mess it up. They're so eager to connect, they give everything away too soon. They text things like, "I planned something fun for us Friday. I got you a gift. I need to tell you something." That might seem sweet, but it kills the tension. There's no mystery. Instead, try. "I saw something today that made me think of you. Want to guess what it was? I've got something planned this weekend that I think you're really gonna like. But first, how do you feel about surprises?" If I told you I figured something out about you today, Would you want to know? See the difference? Now she's thinking, wondering, guessing. And when she asks what it is, don't give it to her right away. Say, I could tell you, but that'd be way too easy. Take one guess first. You're not just having a text exchange, you're building a little story, a game, a spark, and that's what makes it memorable. Number 3, give compliments that actually land. This is where most guys fall flat because they're complimenting her the same way every other guy does. If she's beautiful, she's heard it 1,000 times. So when you say, "You're gorgeous," "You have amazing eyes," "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen," it doesn't register. It's noise. But say something real, something that shows you actually noticed her, and that hits different. Try. You've got a really unique way of thinking. Most people don't see the world like you do. The way you keep your cool under pressure, that's rare. Most people crack. You've got this calm energy that makes people feel comfortable. That's something you can't fake. Now you're not just another guy drooling over her looks. You're someone who sees her as a person, and that creates real connection. And don't just throw compliments out randomly. Let them fit the moment. If she opens up about a passion project or her career, that's when you say, "I respect how driven you are. A lot of people talk big. You actually back it up." It's not about flattery, it's about recognition. And when she feels recognized, she responds, she opens up, she starts to invest. Let's bring it home. If your texts don't make her feel something, curious, excited, seen, then you're just another guy in her inbox. But when you start texting with these principles in mind, everything changes. You don't chase, you attract. You don't hope for replies, you expect them. You go from being just another guy to the one she thinks about when she sees your name light up her screen. So the next time you go to text a woman, remember this: curiosity gets her attention, anticipation keeps her coming back, and real compliments make her feel something she doesn't get from anyone else. Master those, and you'll never get left on red again.